In 2008, Switzerland shipped war materials worth a record 722 million francs to more than 70 countries. The biggest customer was Pakistan, which purchased 110 million francs worth of weapons. Arms exports are also allowed to countries involved in Iraq and Afghanistan because the UN, of which Switzerland is a member, supports participation in these conflicts. Opponents of such exports argue that arming conflict-hit countries like Pakistan is irresponsible. The Group for a Switzerland Without an Army, backed by the Social Democrats and the Greens, joined forces in 2007 to launch the anti-export initiative. Their television campaign features a tank made out of cheese with the caption, "Switzerland has better things to export than weapons."
We can't control every weapon that we export. We don't know whose hands they'll end up in, so we can't be sure that innocent people won't be killed by these weapons, and that's what we want to prevent.
The Swiss cabinet, which opposes an export ban, insists that Swiss checks on the annual 2,000 to 2,500 export requests are the toughest in Europe. The government, together with leading business and manufacturing organisations, argues that approval of the initiative would jeopardise the survival of the Swiss arms industry and put national defence at risk.
A ban on weapons exports would result in 5,000 to 10,000 job losses, and it would not do anything to make the world safer.
Even if Switzerland did impose a ban, weapons could still be procured elsewhere. To offset job losses, supporters of a ban want the government to sink 500 million francs into adapting weapons factories for peaceful activities. Opponents say this would be madness in the current economic crisis. 2 previous attempts to pass a weapons export ban failed, but unlike these proposals, the current one would halt exports only of weapons for the military, not for civilians.